Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Called freak-offs actually prove his innocence. Prosecutors received 9 videos of alleged sex parties. Combs' defense team says that the tapes only show private activities between consenting adults. The prosecution argues those same videos prove that Combs coerced, drugged, and kidnapped women into sexual activity.
Hey, what's going on, family? This time for No Picks Podcast.
What up, fam? Joe, No Picks Podcast.
Hey, Joe, what's your thoughts on the video we just saw?
This is such a tricky airspace to be in with this Diddy situation, man, because he's been saying that off rip. He was just like, the only thing y'all gonna find is videos of adults with consent doing freaky stuff, right? And if they're, I don't know. I'm not saying that's true, but like, it could. There's a point there, right? If everyone in the video is grown, and if there's consent, and he can prove that, and if they don't have any witnesses that say otherwise, it's not going to stick. They're going to catch something on him, but I don't know, man. People have been doing freaky stuff since the beginning of time, bro. Like, they just got it on camera. Like, people were having orgies in Rome. Like, all types of stuff was happening, like, in the Roman society. Like, so for me, I just feel like they got to find something really incriminating to pinpoint on Diddy. Like, the thing with him, allegedly with him and Hove, with that girl at the video VMAs, that may or may not stick. You know, with the anonymous people who were coming out of nowhere to sue them, that might stick. But, like, there has to be enough evidence. So as far as the freak off tapes, what I'm going to say is, if there has to be something incriminating. There has to be something that says, yeah, she was drugged, or he was inebriated, or one of them in the video has to come out and be like, I didn't do this. I didn't have all my mental faculties. Like, something was slipped into my drink. Like, they need to have evidence. Otherwise, videos of people just doing nasty stuff on camera, it's not going to stick, bro. It's not going to stick. It's not. So that's my first thought. What did you think?
Yeah. Listen, I'm with the Diddy prosecution, the Diddy defense team, bro. Like, if you got people in there, grown people doing stuff on camera, you know what I mean, male or female, how can you not take that as, like, proof that you that you volunteered to be in this freak off? Now, like, unless you got some people in the background with like AK-47s or something like that, like, oh, you better do it. You know what I mean? Like, that's a different thing. But that has always been my issue with the whole Diddy freak off thing. Is like, in my opinion, it seems like there's just like some disgruntled adults that did these things willingly, that are in hindsight looking back and being like, oh, I shouldn't have done these things. Give me money.
Right.
That's what it seems like to me. Now, outside of Cassie's situation, he paid her off. Whatever, that situation was crazy. I'm not defending that. Right. But I'm also not defending Diddy in general, but it just seems like there's a lot of people out there, men and women, that are just trying to come get some money, and they did these things willingly. Like, bro, when I saw some of these people got on a plane to go fly to his party and do these things, so like how are you gonna blame him for you doing that stuff?
Yeah. No. So I agree with you. So for me, I feel like it's a mix, right? I feel like I feel like there's a lot of his examples or experiences that he has on tape or off tape where people were consenting, they agreed to be there, and they got themselves involved willingly, right, of their own volition. Right. And I think that through all the years that he was doing some of this shady stuff, that there was some stuff that happened that they might be able to catch if they find the evidence. Listen, I think Diddy's a nasty bull. Like, I think he did something to Justin Bieber. I believe that he did something to, like, Carl Winslow from Family Matters. I think that
where'd that come from?
A lot of, you didn't hear about that rumor, bro. There's a lot of people with name coming out talking about Diddy done violated them, right? But I think, like, people like Justin Bieber was a victim. You know what I mean? I can't prove it. I don't have evidence, but only if he speaks up, maybe it'll come out. But I do feel like over the years, Diddy did some shady stuff. Whether or not that comes out, I don't know. So I think that there's a lot of stuff that was legal. And then in all that, I think the people who want justice are going to come out if they have the evidence and try to get something out of it. And then there's the opportunists, like you said, people who are just trying to get money off of it too. There are those people too. It's a mix of people.
So let me ask you about this whole, like, I know there's a lot of conspiracies around Diddy and a lot of other stuff. Let's be honest. People love a good conspiracy theory. Especially black people. Black people love a good conspiracy theory. You will never be able to convince a black person that a conspiracy didn't happen. And my issue is a conspiracy theory can't ruin someone's life. So like this whole conspiracy, like the backdoor stuff and stuff like that between what Diddy did, what Diddy supposedly did with other people, that's ruining him in this situation and putting him in jail. I don't know if he should be in jail because I don't like. Listen, if these people consented to this stuff and then turned back later and was like, "Yo, we didn't want to do this stuff," okay, that's unfortunate, but you did it. You agreed. You did it at the time. You flew from goddamn Kansas to New York and got your back blown out. Then you flew back to Kansas. Then you waited 7 years until he started getting indicted. Now you're all here talking about some. Oh well, I was scared for my life because he's a millionaire. I'm not trying to hear that. There's no millionaire out here in the world that's going to make me give him a blowjob. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So
I mean, well,
listen,
I,
I don't
yeah,
get it.
I definitely get what you're saying. Like, I definitely get that. I guess for me, what I just feel like the FBI is not going to raid your mansions and your properties and come in there, like, and put you on a RICO. And I just feel like when the FBI, when it gets federal, when they get involved and they're raiding your properties and raiding your house and stuff like that, they found something. I don't think that they do that, being without anything on you. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, I don't think the FBI would go in there and do all that just for optics. I think that they do have something on him and they're just trying to pinpoint it down, because of course Diddy's rich. So when you're rich, you can hire the best lawyers and pay people off. So they're trying to pin something on him. But I just don't think the FBI would have taken it that far if they didn't have something on him. So I think they do. I think they do got some stuff on Diddy. You know what I mean? Like,
I think it was the public pressure. Now, listen, maybe they do have some stuff on Diddy, but I think it was more the way they went in there on it. They act like that nigga was like Tony Montana or something. Like it was like they had like helicopters and the dudes coming down in the goddamn ropes and stuff. Like, come on, man. Like y'all didn't need all that shit. Like stop it, bro. Y'all making it seem like he on some Tony Montana stuff. He got 2 AKs and he out here like, you mean the world is mine in the background. Like, come on, like come on, man. Like y'all went too far with that. Like, stop it. But
yeah.
no, like. I think the public is hungry, is always hungry for a takedown story. A rich man being taken down. People were like, "Oh, well, that nigga rich, so we want him to go." People hate rich people. Like people, we love rich people. We also hate them.
Yeah.
So like to see him get taken down and some conspiracy theory, and he's backdoor, drinking goat's blood and having sex with random people. Man, we love that shit. That gets our dicks hard. Like we love that shit.
I just know that I knew that for years people were talking about R. Kelly, right? And I'm not saying it's a similar situation, but I know that for years people were saying, listen, I still love his music. Like, I know he's in jail. I know he did some horrible things. I still think he's one of the best R&B artists we've ever had, and I still love his music. It's hard to play it out in public now because of what happened, but I still be hearing them people over the summer. They still play R. Kelly at the functions. I still hear Step in the Name of Love. I'm still hearing all the tracks, right? But for years, people around R. Kelly knew what he was doing, never said anything. People suspected. We used to talk about it. It used to be a joke in high school and middle school. And then nothing ever happened. And finally, everything came crashing down and they caught him, bro. And they caught him. Then they had to survive in R. Kelly. Like, they caught him and he's in jail doing time. So there are people who do this shady stuff. That's why I'm like, this could be another situation similar to R. Kelly where, like, Diddy just got caught up because he just did a little extra. You know what I mean? And that little extra is going to give him some time.
R. Kelly was dealing with kids. Diddy was dealing with grown ass people.
Well, I mean, remember the chick that was accusing him was what, 16 or 15. So
the one that's
there are
accusing
people.
Him and Jay?
Huh?
The one that's accusing
The shorty
him and
with
Jay-Z,
Jay,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was hanging around Justin Bieber when Justin Bieber was young. And Usher too. So I don't know, bro. I don't want to put anything out there because I don't know definitively, but Diddy did some stuff, bro. He done diddle some doodles. Like, Diddy did some stuff, bro.
I'm not a Diddy fan, but I mean, I just know that you'll never be able to convince people of a conspiracy not happening. So it's just people love the Twilight Zone aspect of the Diddy thing,
Of course,
right? Like,
of course,
so if it doesn't, it's not as sexy if all these consenting adults, which I think anyway, all these consenting grown ass people come to a Diddy party, because why wouldn't you? Diddy's one of the most famous people in the history of the world. You want to go to his party and come to this, after party and, do X, Y, and Z. Most people are going to be with it because most people are thirsty for fame or thirsty to be around famous people, regardless of their sexuality, I would imagine. Right. But
yeah.
I think a lot of those people engaged in these acts went home, spent years or whatever back at the Piggly Wiggly or back at Walmart or whatever, and then now they're seeing their opportunity to try to get a couple dollars. Yeah. That's personally what I think. Like, I mean,
well, we will see. We shall see. Right, time will tell. I do feel like we're gonna get. I feel like this year we might get something. Right, there might be a ruling or something. Like, because it's only the beginning of the year. This has already been in the works for months. We shall see. But I personally feel like people should be guilty until proven innocent. That's the way it's always been. People should be guilty, innocent. Sorry, innocent.
Oh, I'm about to say, wait, what?
I'm sorry. I honestly feel like people should be innocent until proven guilty. That's what I meant to say. I'm sorry, y'all. But I think you should say that.
Already guilty.
I know. But I say that because, the court of public opinion is always trying to vilify or say that someone is guilty before we know. Just like, what's the boy's name? He played Kang in the Marvel universe. What's his name? He was in the third Creed, Jonathan Majors. Majors, just like him.
Yeah.
They before we knew what happened, everyone was vilifying that man. He lost bread, he lost movie roles, and then what happened? We found out that the white chick was lying. She lied about everything. The whole story was made up, and he was innocent, but he lost all that business. He lost all that bread. He still bagged Megan Good, so he's still on the up and up because she's still bad. And she's crazy too, so I don't know if that's a good thing. But he still bagged Megan Good, and he still got bread. But like I said, before he was proven innocent, people was trying to say he was already guilty, bro. Like, and that's what
I feel like the black women were pushing that cart. They were like, "Yo, that's what you get when you mess with these white women, bro."
Of course.
But it was like, I was like, when I was, you and I talked about this. I think we did a pod on this. But I'm like, y'all act like y'all are any different. y'all act like y'all don't falsely accuse black men all the fucking time. It's not the white woman, just y'all black women falsely accuse black men all the time of doing shit. So like, don't make it seem like if the chick he was with wasn't, Rachel, she was Bonquisha, the same shit might have still happened. Like, don't make it seem like y'all don't be doing that. Y'all don't take niggas to jail for doing corny. Y'all don't do corny shit like take niggas to jail because you mad at them. Like, let's not play that game. Like,
yeah. Some they do. Remember, there are some women who believe if I didn't have an orgasm, it wasn't consensual. Like, what, bro? Like, damn. I've heard that perspective, and I'm like, that's wild.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, listen. Let us know what y'all think, family. Does Diddy have a point? Do these videos actually prove his innocence? Like, these videos, listen, let us know what y'all think. Like.